Very solid
Yeah,
choice.
yeah. Northwest to southeast is a big, big expanse to cover. Transport's good, teleporting commander's good, but maybe we'll see a turret or something crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't typically use a turret here unless it's to defend the generators or attack generators. It's actually, I don't think it's used enough. Turrets as offensive units, like just because they can't be suppressed and can hold down so much in tier 1 for so long.
So standard opening for Tex. What are we expecting here? Mastercrafted bolter or something? HolyHammer with a couple of shooters up.
Mastercrafted bolter would be the most logical choice, and it bleeds orcs like crazy, and the suppression of demand is very useful to counter things like "Now I'm angry" from the war boss.
For sure, perhaps Bang Bang Hammer and stuff. I'm not a big fan of angry bits, so I'm hoping we'll see a boss pole or something.
I expect HolyHammer is going to go Storm Boys. Oh, nice use of the unused, like less used path by the scouts on the west side to avoid these sluggers.
Yeah, but they've caught them now. Melee charge, no,
fine.
backs off.
They've got the shotguns anyway. It'll be absolutely fine. HolyHammer consolidating map control on the east side, getting a bit aggressive with his war boss to do that. It's a very nice play.
Needs to shut down his Tech Marine at default DPS is pretty nasty. Send the war boss in, tie him up. Then some attack on those scouts. Early big shooter.
Texas map control is really nice here. Like, look at it. He's a squad down, but no, not squad down rather, but like he doesn't really have any squads that can really combat orcs one-on-one. Like once they have the war boss in the mix. But he's got really nice map control, and we'll lose a node, but that's cheap.
Not so sparky no more. This power node thingy.
Perhaps a flamer for these tax might go for an early power bash up there. 2 gens up for HolyHammer early. Surely we'll see Storm Boys chop the crap out of these tactical marines.
Tech's not opting for a 4th squad. He's just gonna kit out, get some more gear. Like, look, he's already got Artificer armor up, and that'll probably commit HolyHammer to buying a shooting up. Although it's not exactly too much of an expense, it does actually swing the power favor to the Tech Marine a bit.
How much is Artificer? I don't play the Tech Marine very much these days.
Oh, I know actually it's 25 power, but like it's only
right.
slightly more expensive and gives you the mines. Thank you, Rupee.
Red-Rupee open us up. He plays Tech Marine all the time, I think. War boss now. Needs to tie up these tactical marines. No sign of a flamer. Scouts backing off to back up the VP, I think.
Good
Not
use of
giving up on this
that.
harass.
Attacks are forced to retreat.
And that's a big ass retreat there. Maybe we'll see the custom shooter, which was recently buffed again, but I still don't see it at all ever. Up to 50 damage now, 33 DPS.
Oh, Texas map control is reigning supreme right now. HolyHammer's looter is a little bit questionable, I think, just because he doesn't have any map control. What can he defend?
It's going to be outmaneuvered pretty easily, I think.
I mean, I would have preferred something like a Storm Boy getting a shooting knob and then just like laughing all over his gens. Because those shooters will just tear through the 2 scouts that he's got, and all he needs to do is just melee swarm him. Good looty setup though.
That is beautifully done. Triple cap though for Tex. Can he keep this up? Warboss chasing up scouts, but they have the shotguns. Maybe they've already used it though. Energy is down. Yeah, they must have got Warboss in retreat. What's this? Capping up the east. It's scouts again. Really awesome spread from Tex. And Assault Marines up. Those looters gonna have a tough time now.
Oh, that's great, but I fully expect Warboss to get kitted out with Cyborg Stomp to counter those ASMs. Like, just sit him right next to looters, use them as counter initiation. But Tex's map control is still too good. Like, it's just not funny. Like, whenever I played against him, I'm always so impressed.
With random as well. He's not messing about here.
Oh, Tex is very strong with multiple races. Maybe not all of them, but he has a very good grasp of how to use all of them. And right now he is showing SM players how to get map control with just 2 scouts and shotguns. Great play.
Look at the damage those shotguns are doing to that generator.
Oh, those sluggers are in trouble. Those sluggers are in trouble. He can jump after them, but it's a bit late. It's a bit late. That was a pretty close call for those sluggers.
No Master Craft Revolter then. Seems to be doing fine with that so far.
Stormboy's
going to be the model, I think. No, get away. Here comes the War Boss looking pissed, has no war gear at all. Is he going straight or is he going for Stormboys?
It's the right choice.
Heavy tier 1 though, isn't it?
Well, right now he hasn't got enough to take on Space Marines, but Stormboy's in the mix. Suddenly he can pressure the scouts.
Yeah, he's really dangerous. Look at the damage straight away on those Assault Marines. Grief. Down to 850 hit points thereabouts. But Tex keeping up the map pressure everywhere. And now
really
Devastators.
This is really good mine use because still HolyHammers would have to be committed to a shooting knob to detect those. So just energy management, keeping up the map control, not making it easy for HolyHammer to just move up the map and take it back. See here, like he baits the jump, he baits the aiming what's that, and just makes it hard for him to get map, despite the fact he was just sitting tacked in there and then completely theoretically losing position. Don't just straight retreat if you can just get a bit more out of the position.
They got look at the damage from the mines on the Stormboys. Do you know how much damage they do?
It's like it's around 100. Like it can insta wipe a vanilla Banshee squad if they're bunched up too hard.
Yeah.
So it's over 100 because Guardians has less than Banshee, so it's maybe 150, maybe even 200. It's ridiculous.
Okay, now. Well, we're gonna see a shooter knob then now that he knows the mines are around. No sign of one yet. He's going tier 2. Tex with Devastators up and tier 2 also.
Yeah, this is crazy heavy T1 play. But I like it. This is in line with my kind of style. Although I did typically get more war gear rather than squads.
Heavy tier 1s are always brilliant to watch.
I mean, HolyHammer finally getting a grip on map control again, but Tex is sitting quite pretty because HolyHammer is got quite a lot of upkeep. Like 240 to 247 is the 245 now because he just got that record point. But the main problem is that he still wants to get these knobs to make his squads fully effective, because if you've noticed, Orc squads are not that scary until they get all their knobs in their squads. And now only War Truck. Look at that bleed. That Tech Marine doesn't even have a Mastercraft bolter, and those shoots are bleeding quite easily.
His damage is so awesome by default.
Yeah,
compare it to a Plague Champion or something, it's scary. There is the Knob Leader on the Stormboys, that's going to be painful for these Devastators, but
yeah, not yet. And I mean, the cooldowns I think is 10 seconds, so yeah. He baited to jump onto the Tech Marine, which is a nice play. Oh, brilliant play by Tex. It's got all the map control, and now it's a free gen bash on the natural. War Truck's coming out, but we'll have to ferry something out to defend, and he's got the shotguns to defend against these sluggers. It's just great play by Tex. It's just brilliant play.
Might wipe this power here.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to move that attack now, but he'll get it. No, War Truck moving back now, smart.
Slugger's in trouble. There's the Knob Leader though. There's Swamp him too. Shotgun blast here comes the War Truck for support. And the Tactical Marines are out. It's a late flamer, but they are pretty decent scalability now with the range increase.
Oh, looks like we do have transport play. This is going to be interesting to see micro.
The Razorback up.
Tech Marine's in trouble.
Awesome micro battle now. Here comes the War Boss. Still no war gear on this fella. Hasn't leveled up and struggled pretty much to get XP. Tech Marine, on the other hand, almost halfway through level 2. Stormboy is trying to go after that Razorback with the heavy melee Knob Leader, who is insanely scary, that guy.
I'm not sure if he used Swamped him earlier. Oh, he did, like when he was engaging.
Yeah, he did at the generators, he did, yeah.
Yeah.
Now here's the power ass. Can Tex defend? Here comes a Las Cannon Devastator. That's going to make short work of that War Truck on rear armor if he can set the thing up. War Boss will most likely tie it. There we go. Here comes Shotgun Scouts, double Shotgun Scouts even. And Warboss runs away, but he might finish his power harass here. Is he going to try and decap even? No, that Stormboy Knob taking a very long route around. What is he up to? Eventually gets into the combat.
Gets the whole farm. Really nice play by Hammer. And the looters up there are trying to deny the cap, but they'll be spotted.
Didn't lose a model though. Storm Marines with their Sergeant up gives them a power melee weapon. I'm not sure what the DPS is on that thing. I think it's around 30.
It's 30.77.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I tend to know Space Marine stats a lot better than other ones.
War truck with the, what is it called? Reinforced plating up to 550 hit points, which is not freaking bad, I don't think. For the
Someone just jumping out smartly.
And in retreat. 2-1 for HolyHammer coming up, I think, unless the Tech Marine can scare off these shooters and cap the southeast corner. They're going to take cover behind these plants, are they? Which is light cover. Plants are a bit different in terms of covering that you can just walk through them. Any infantry model don't need to be a crusher to do so. Tactical Marines with their flamer and Sergeant Boy. Here comes Stormboys with their power weapons.
Beamy Death can do a lot of
Marines
damage.
backing off. Holy crap, Razorback down to 149 hit points. Didn't even see that thing go off. And here's Oddboys on the Stormboys going after the Tech Marine. A wasted global there.
No, like, he completely got the pressure that he needed, and I mean, it's probably a bit frivolous, but it's not the worst spend in the world, and he kept it from bleeding. Kept his gen safe.
How much red is Oddboys now?
I think it's 75. It might be 50. I'm not sure.
Nice one. Razorback still getting shots off with that twinning heavy bow. Here comes Stormboys again. Haven't really
Jumping the scouts
as you would perhaps expect, but that's just down to Tex's awesome play, I think. And then forced off again. There's a smoke shell grenade type thing.
I think it was really instructive for him to like just jump the scouts, because then he nullifies the shotgun blast options. Is him in trouble from these. Loses 3 models. Only keeps the sergeant. That really hurt.
Ouch. Sluggers will cap, and we're going to see a 2-1, I think, for HolyHammer, unless something quickly gets out to stop those sluggers. Here comes the Tech Marine, level 2, almost level 3, with that Artificer armor. Don't see any more miners going down. It can be difficult to keep those things going up as the game progresses, and it becomes a bit more frantic. There's swamp them so they can get away. 40% damage reduction, isn't it? That's what it says on the tooltip. I always thought it was 50.
Well, HolyHammer is getting a lot of map control right now, and Tex is now the one who's on the back foot. I mean, HolyHammer's transport player has just been better than Texas, arguably. I mean, yes, it has been like the Warboss melee play, and everybody knows how strong Warboss melee with global is, but this Tech Marine's in trouble now, though.
Weird pathing on that ramp might have saved him there. 240-352 blast cannon is now in trouble with those sluggers. Assault Marines retreat again. Sluggers could turn around and smack him in the face.
Definitely should attack the
Oh, he didn't.
Assault Marines.
240-352, and it's gonna be a 2-1 for HolyHammer again, taking both naturals. Tactical Marines coming up to harass power again. Only 1 generator there. Northwest corner's been kind of abandoned since Tex capped it and noded it.
Tex is at a bit of a crossroads now, though. Like he has the option to go tier 2, but he can tier 3, but he can also get another squad. And right now it's such a complicated position with the composition so massive. It's really difficult to decide how to add what is the most ideal way to add to that. You know, I mean, if Tex had more red, it would be more simple, because when you have red, you have more options. You have the Vendred, you have the Terminators, and these are very solid against orcs. But right now, he hasn't got that red, and it's not really clear what the best way to proceed is.
I would have just stayed tier 2, because if he gets a Predator, you've got Beamy Looters and that Stormboy Nobita who's still scaring the crap out of me if I was Space Marines right now.
But the Venerable Dreadnought is a thoroughly scary weapon if you had the red. And you know, having T3, like, you still have that option. And he has got, what, a vehicle and 5 squads? That's quite a lot of firepower already. It's not.
It is, yeah.
Maybe I would kit out the Tech Marine a little bit more before going tier 3, but he's got a big army. And right now, HolyHammer has got no generators.
They have thunder and lightning. Have you ever seen blind grenades used ever?
I use them quite frequently, especially against turrets. They're amazing.
Yeah, turrets. They're awesome versus turrets. 2-3-2, 3-2-3. It's a 2-1 for Tex, but HolyHammer is putting pressure on the natural again. Tech Marine backing away from Stormboys, who jump in but miss the stun. He has no bionics, no mastercrafted bolter, nothing he can do, and needs to retreat out. Relatively lucky to get away, perhaps.
Oh, this Razorback's moving straight into the wrong place. One more hit and it's dead.
He just drop-podded in base. Tex to reinforce his stuff, and down goes the Razorback.
That damage, regardless of the smoke grenade, that was ridiculous. Surely that would have saved it, though. I would have thought, but...
I thought it only provides cover, doesn't it? Or is it a straight up damage resistance?
It definitely reduces incoming damage to the Razorback.
Alright, 225, 314. Tactical Marines in heavy cover. Last Cannon getting shots on that war truck now. War truck Marines jump in to cause some havoc. Melee getting out, there is, and they show no fear. Awesome melee counter for the Tactical Marines, but it might be a bit too much for them to take on. Assault Marines is in retreat. Tactical Marines all alone. Knocked over.
They're in real trouble.
That's pain. That is pain. Sergeant goes down. 3 models go down. 1 more left with the flamer, and he looks like he's going to get away. Double shotgun scouts coming in to save them if needed. Might be a quick triple cap for HolyHammer if he can finish that southeast in time, but I think Tex will decap before that happens. And now a power harass. HolyHammer powering through in mid-game. And looking very strong now.
Like, HolyHammer has been the one, but once the going got tough, he was the one who kept his army active all over the map, and it was Tex on the defense. Look, even his looters were trying to ninja cap this far power. I mean, this is how you win the game, through consistent pressure all over the map, and eventually just sitting on, making your opponent sit on nothing, as Tex does now.
The Nob squad is up for HolyHammer. Is it worth getting the Mastercraft battle late game? Perhaps even Bionics. He's gone for Plasma, Baby Plasma, and Signum.
Oh, Plasma's, I don't know. I mean, it'll help against the Nobs, but I don't know. Like, it won't help that much. It's so easy to tie up. Like, HolyHammer.
Yeah, he's just going to get frenzied and tied up. How much red does HolyHammer has? He has almost 400 frenzy now, 75 red to use. And he's going to get a triple. Tex,
I don't think he'll get the triple.
Is it worth getting a Venerable now?
Yes, just about. I mean, like, look at it this way. Like, I mean, okay, you're going to be up against stuff like User Chopper Nobs, Frenzy, and that's going to be really scary for your Vendred. And but all you have to do is tie up the looters, and you've got a Vendred that can actually contribute a lot. But right now, Tex needs to consolidate some map control somehow.
Well, I want to see the Vendred because I love those things. Come on, Tex, drop one. He needs 600 rec, I believe, to drop one. 225, 165. There's the double cap for HolyHammer. Plasma gun gets a few shots off on the nose before they tie him up and headbutt him to death, maybe. No, he runs away.
Look at these this double global storm going on. This is going to hurt.
Ouch.
Great merciless strike. Just baiting them into a position where they line up perfectly.
Boys jump out without a loss, though.
Yeah, but it wasn't too bad for Tex only losing 1 model of tax. Like, considering that was 150 red, like, that is 150 red that's not going to be used on Frenzy.
That's true, yeah. 225, 127. Tactical Marines finished the cap, going to try and flame up some shooters. Down to 2 models there is aiming. What's that? Here comes the War Boss, who's still... Oh, he's getting a claw now. This is going to be nasty. Yeah. It's going to finish for 1 hit, maybe. No, it doesn't. Nope. Kind of bugs out and he stops.
He started the swing, changed weapon, and then had to move again because he can't finish the swing with a different weapon.
Keeping the pressure up on the east side is Tex. West side is all blue though.
Oh, he disrupted the jump.
And the Marines are
he disrupted the jump.
Going down, I think. No, shooters in retreat path trying to smack them to death with their left hooks, but it looks like they are going to get away. They are not even level 2 either.
Oh, Terminator's on the field. I don't think that's going to change anything, but...
They do pretty scary DPS with those Stormbolters and forcing off the Stormboys, but if Nobs get their hands on them, they are just going to crumble.
And then
Powerful up as well, and here comes that heavy armor. Going to take him up to 18 or 1900 or so hit points. Was it plus 900, I think?
I think all HolyHammer has to do is round out his build with the trophy rack, and he is going to just tear apart any SM.
He's gone for angry bits. Looks like he's going to try and really tie up those tactical marines and that tech marine really quickly with his war boss, leave his knobs and storm boys to chop up the terminators perhaps, and protect the back lines from the assault marines who are level 2 now.
HolyHammer's changing his emphasis.
One.
He's changed his emphasis. Instead of like going for general map pressure, he wants to solidify the west side, which has 2 DPs. And so he's just happy to just send stuff, distract Tex on the right hand side, and not let him tap anything on the left. It's game over.
Power fist off those terminators weighing in 30 odd DPS heavy melee, I think, each model.
Okay,
Power coming in with 95 DPS heavy melee. He's still trying to bash gens here, Tex.
I think it's possibly a little late for that.
Yeah, just a bit. Terminators lost a bunch of health but are now backing off. Cannot retreat, of course, but can teleport out, and I think pretty sure that's not been used. Scouts getting very close to these shooters. Level 2 scouts, and forces them off. This looks like this is game for HolyHammer. Down goes the generator farm.
Yeah, Techie goes down, so...
Oh, really?
I mean, this is the problem, like... HolyHammer is effectively pop-capped. There's nothing that he's going to really want to be spending power on. It's just, well, that was an annoyance. Oh, here comes the
knob leader for the knob.
Ouch.
And Terminators now getting headbutted. Those heavy melee headbutts. Only knobs could do that.
Oh, that's brutal.
It's getting user choppered by sluggers. These guys do not have their burners, but are still causing so much havoc with those special attacks. And leveled up to 3 now. That's going to they're pretty much useless. There's the 2-to-1, 2-2-5, 16. Storm Boy's now jumping in. Texcalibur saying it's cool, but I don't think it is. His Terminators make a last stand and get absolutely trounced. Warboss charging through his Storm Boys just to be walkie. That Terminator lasted for ages, but does go down 2-2-5-5, and it's all over 2-to-1 cap for HolyHammer. An awesome mid to late game, and he takes it. And there it is.
Yeah, to be honest, I've never seen any Space Marine, well, like, you know, Tex tried to go super heavy T1. I've never seen that before. Against that, I wouldn't, like, personally, I wouldn't have gone that far. I would have tried to go to T2 sooner if I saw that heavier T1, but
do you think he missed that Mastercrafted bolter in the end? I think he did. Had no suppression to deal with the knobs, yeah.
I think he did. I mean, it's not even like suppression.